Namaste. All right, and we are on TLIG Review Show. On TLIG Review Show, we bring your product, your brand to the world's table. And this afternoon, I have an amazing personality, a sweetheart in the industry of fashion for you today. She is the creative director at Anike and Co. Right?
Yeah.
And her name is Moyo Abiola. Hello. Good
Hello.
afternoon.
Good
You look
afternoon. Thank
amazing.
you. I try. I
Good to
try.
have you on the
Thank you
show.
so much. It's so good to be here.
Okay, so on today's edition, we will be talking about career opportunities in the fashion industry, of course, in Nigeria. Okay,
Yeah.
so first off, before we go into career opportunities in the fashion industry, I'd like you to tell us about Anike and Co.
Okay, so Adike and Co is a clothing brand. It's a ready-to-wear brand, a
Okay.
Nigerian ready-to-wear brand. And honestly, it's I want to say that I started it. I'm the creative director,
Okay.
and it started a couple of years ago, but and I'm going to be very open and honest,
Please
right?
be.
So we had we had some times that we had to close down
Oh,
and re-strategize. So we officially restarted it last year,
okay.
and yes, so we've been moving and pushing, but it's been going on well.
Absolutely.
And the whole point of the brand is to showcase, our African, because every time, Africans are represented abroad, they always have this, I don't know how to explain it, but Anike and Co is the brand that showcases African women and luxury,
Okay.
in such a way that African are showcased as luxurious women abroad.
Luxurious women
Luxury.
that we have swag.
Yeah, yes, sort of, yes.
Okay, so how long have you been running your business
Okay,
for?
so
Before they going and do
uh,
strategizing altogether.
let me see. So 2016, 17. So yeah, 2016, 17. At first, I didn't start it as a ready-to-wear brand. It started as I started as a
Bespoke. Yes, your father.
yeah, place
Kind
your
of thing.
no. Before then, I started as buying and selling. So it was ordering stuff and then selling to other brands, and then we moved on to bespoke. And it was honestly just hopping and hopping till we eventually got to this point where we found our ground. And yes, so let's say 2016, 2017. And I'm not going to lie to anybody, it has not been the easiest, but lately has been rewarding. It's been rewarding.
All right, good to hear. So I'm just going to ask: is fashion industry thriving in Nigeria?
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know about any other person, but for us, I think that the fashion industry is really thriving. It's thriving so much that if you look at, I don't know if you know about the recent reality TV shows they have in Nigeria. There's the Real Housewives of
Yeah,
Lagos.
that has been all over the
Yes,
place.
you know that there's a fashion stylist represented on that show. There's
Absolutely.
also the young,
Yeah, that's true.
there's also the young famous, and I don't. There's this other reality TV show that
Yeah,
is set in South Africa, and they also have a fashion stylist on that show in person of Swanky Jerry.
yeah,
The Real Housewife of Lagos has Tiana styling or something on
yeah.
it. So it's to show
That's
you that
doing.
Toyin Tiana, yeah. So it's to show you that in terms of, in fact, right now, fashion is the biggest in Africa. I'm not even going to lie to you. I mean, we now have like celebs coming to, we have international
Shifting into,
brands,
yeah,
international celebrities coming back, to, wear authentic
African
African owned
designs.
designs. So
Absolutely.
fashion has really moved. In fact, in terms of the Lagos fashion show, fashion is really big in Nigeria at the moment. And it's so funny because if someone had asked anybody, say 10, 15 years ago, it would have been a funny conversation
Yeah,
to
I'm
have.
telling you, they just be like tailors.
Taylor, do you understand what I mean?
Obioma.
But now fashion has
Things
really
are not the
evolved.
same.
Yeah, it's honestly not the same. It's really evolved. It
Okay,
has.
so has it been easy sourcing for fabrics and all? How do you source for fabrics?
So I wouldn't lie to you, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
not the easiest, right? So there are different places you can source for fabric. You can source within Nigeria, you can source outside Nigeria.
Oh, you go outside too?
Yeah, so sourcing outside Nigeria is when you have like bulk orders. That's where
Okay.
it's cheaper for you. But if you're sourcing within Nigeria, right? I mean, it's still affordable. The only issue is that you're going to have to deal with a lot of replication. You're going to deal with, especially for a ready to wear brand, because as much as anything, you're trying to distinguish yourself from other
From other
brands, right?
people.
So if you're buying this material and you're saying this is Nigerian made, by the way, this
Okay.
is a Nigerian fabric. But
Beautiful.
if you thank you very much. So if you're buying this and you're saying, oh, I want to sell this for 5,000 naira, and then someone else is wearing this outfit and is going for 1,000 naira. How do you really distinguish your brand? Do you understand? So that's where the problem lies. So sourcing for fabric isn't really the problem. It's just ensuring that you're distinguished. So you have to look for maybe more expensive fabric, or there are materials called sample materials that are not so
Everywhere, like
random
it's
or
not
rampant.
rampant.
So
Yeah.
those are the sort of fabrics that you source for, just so that you can distinguish yourself properly as a brand. Or that's it for me.
Okay. Okay. That's amazing to hear. I know a lot of people that are doing ready to wear in Nigeria. So, do you use all kind of fabrics, or you just focus on mainly
Yes.
African fabrics?
Yeah, so for me at the moment, we use silk, right?
Okay.
We are in the process of developing our own fabric, our own textile.
Wow. So you want to go and start developing your own?
Yes, to sort of, because that's just like there like some people that I look up to in the ready to wear brand,
Yeah.
people like Banker Kuku, that have their own actual fabric. So it's not, that you can't get this
It's
anywhere.
limited,
It's you can't even get it anywhere.
restricted to the
It's
brand.
restricted to that particular brand. So that's basically what it is. But in terms of fabrics, at the moment or we use silk,
Silk. Okay.
silk,
Strictly silk.
strictly silk,
Okay.
and
Let's
cotton.
cotton. Okay. That's amazing. Okay, let's just go back to the main topic, which is career opportunities in fashion industry. Like you said, there are a lot of people into fashion now.
Hmm.
When I go on Instagram, I even see people taking other people's pictures and telling people I can make this for you. Like someone can take your picture now, and
Yeah,
those things happen
yeah.
on Instagram. So,
Hmm.
are there really opportunities, or is just choked? Nobody should bother coming into the fashion industry.
The so
Or are there more opportunities
there are
right
a
now
lot of
in
opportunities.
Nigeria?
There are a lot of opportunities in the
Okay.
fashion industry. So I don't even know where to start. So I mentioned the stylists that
Mm-hmm.
also act as consultants, right? So for instance, say I am an actress, right? And I want my brand to be seen in a type of way. I want to, because branding is very important
Yeah.
in the media industry, right? So say I want people to start referring to me as this classy babe, right? I need to get a stylist to evolve my brand from whatever it is I was, and
To where
that
you want it to
to
be.
what I want it to be. And I need a fashion consultant or a stylist, right? Now, as a fashion, also in the fashion industry, aside from the stylists that they're very rampant, we have designers. Some people think, oh, as a designer, you do everything,
Everything.
which honestly is the actual definition. But it has evolved to the point where, as designers, they just put the garments together. So we have illustrators that the people that sketch the actual outfits. Okay, so for instance, I myself, I'm more of I'm more on the business side of
Fashion
fashion.
business.
So I consult with a couple of these people. So I have an illustrator, you know.
That means you have somebody that illustrates that you pay to do
Yes,
that.
yes,
It's
I
a
do.
job.
Yeah, it's a thing, and I did not know till I had to pay.
Okay.
Right. So the thing is, when I started, and when I hired some designers or tailors or whatever it is I want to call them, I would tell them. So I would draw it, and it was, of course, horrible.
You
So
just draw it the way you
I would,
can.
I'll try my best, and I'll say, so make the hand this and
Mm,
do this, and it will always come terrible. So I'm like, you know what, I actually need to pay, and of course, to get value, you have to give
pay for it.
for
Yeah.
it. So there are people that actually do this, right? Like this is their
Their
work. They
job.
are illustrators, and they make a lot of money. I tell you, right? Aside from illustrators and stylists, we have luxury shoppers. These people are also in the fashion industry. Honestly, I want to be a luxury shopper because they're making a lot of money.
Tell us
So
what they do.
okay, so what they do is they buy, brands like the really high end brands. So
Luxury
brands
brands.
like Gucci, um, Prada, all those sort of brands, and they buy them for you and they sell them to you and add a percentage on it. Now in Nigeria, we don't have all these stores here, right? So
Yes.
when you want to buy like a Prada bag, a Gucci bag, or something, you either buy from a luxury shopper, or you buy from whatever, or you have someone that is traveling
That
and
would
buy
buy
for
for
you.
you.
So that's basically what they do. They travel all the time, and they take 10%. And trust me, it's crazy because sometimes um whatever it is you're buying is about $10,000. What's 10% of that, right? Yeah, so that's the and it
What
also
they gain.
depends. Yeah, it also depends on their percentages, right? Some people will say, okay, I want 15, some people 20,
And
right?
most times you don't buy one item.
No, they don't. They buy for a couple of people, so it's a lot of money.
Yes.
There's this person that is very popular on Instagram. Honest, is it okay to mention brands, or is it because I don't
No,
want
you can
to.
mention brands.
All right,
We're
because I
cool.
don't want people to think like I'm trying to.
No, no,
So there's
no.
this T2O luxury guy. I don't know. Is always on Insta blog. Like it's like, so you know that that guy is a luxury shopper. He buys and he sells and he's making a lot of money. On his page, you see stuff like something for 20 million naira.
And then people start reacting like,
People
is it
react,
for
but
land or for
but
house?
people
The real
buy.
clients are there.
Ah,
The real
okay.
customers are
The
there
new
too.
customers are
And they
there.
don't even comment.
They
That's the
don't
thing.
comment.
They don't
Just
have time for that.
they don't say
It's
that.
those from the trenches I'll be commenting.
Really, yeah.
Mhm.
So
That made you laugh, right?
that's ridiculous. But honestly, so we have that, and then we also have PR. So also I'm going to refer to myself. When I started, I had someone that handled my social media.
Oh,
So
okay.
there are
A
people
PR
that,
person.
yeah. So I would say social media manager, PR. But then there are people that specialize in fashion stuff. There are also people that specialize in body care stuff. So when they are posting on your page, they will arrange it in such a
They know how
way.
to put
They
it
will
so
know,
that it will.
like no matter how. And the thing is, you need to understand as a business owner that you can't do everything. Do you understand? And when you because
That understanding must come first because there are a lot of business owners out there that think they can do everything by themselves.
and that's why I told you that I started 2016, 2017, and I
So
failed.
you went back.
Yeah, because I always wanted to do everything myself. I'm like, oh, I take good pictures. I should be a social
Eh,
media person. Oh, I can draw. I should be
the
the illustrator.
illustrator.
I can do this
I
myself. I
should be
should
the
be the
designer.
this. I should, you understand what I mean? I can, put one and two together. I should do that. And, I just constantly overwhelmed myself,
You
right? To
will.
the point that, honestly, I won't lie to you. There are some people that,
It's working for them.
seem like they can do everything. But even, I have a couple of people that I know that are also in this industry that no matter how, except you don't want to expand, except you don't want to grow. Do you understand? Even if you are the best, what's it called, designer, you get to the point where you won't even touch your clothes anymore because you'll be busy with the business aspect of the
So you will
business.
eventually need people.
You will definitely. And what is very important is that you need to get all these people. You don't want to get to the point where you need them to start looking for them. You want to have them
They
on
should be
ground
there
before you actually start looking. So there are a lot. Honestly, there are a lot and lot and lot of opportunities in fashion at the moment.
in Nigeria.
Even with stylists, of course, a stylist has assistants. Do you understand?
True.
So and people are really cashing out from all this stuff. I'm
That leads
telling
me
you.
to the next question. Is there
Yeah.
money in this thing?
So,
They want to know. Everybody likes the money. Is there
uh,
money before they come and jump on the opportunities? Because you
so
told us there are opportunities
oh,
in the
there are a lot
fashion
of
industry. So is
opportunities.
there money? Is it just platform or there's money there?
So, and
Good money.
I like that question. It's just platform.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, like I mentioned earlier, to get value, you need to give a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So whatever it is that you're starting from, like even with owning a fashion business, right? You would put a lot into it. And honestly, I'm going to be very candid with you. I don't expect, or you shouldn't expect to start reaping like the next week or
Immediately.
immediately. Do you understand?
It's not a
It's
Ponzi scheme.
it's not. Do you understand? Anything that even is that way is suspicious, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is that you're going to invest in it, right? So say you are a you're going to have to do a lot of things for free for exposure. I know nobody likes it, but
Mm-hmm.
it
For
happens.
platform.
For platform, you do a lot of things to put yourself in that position where you can
First up.
start charging.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people I know that started charging free. I have my friends, when they started their photography, fashion photography, oh, that's something I didn't even mention. Editorial photography and stuff. When they started their businesses, I modeled for them for free. Take
Oh,
it
okay.
right now they are charging 500K, 1 million naira. And these are very young people. Do you understand?
I
These are people that were
understand.
begging me, please, oh, come and model for me. Let
Come and
me
do for
put,
me.
do you understand what I mean?
I know, right?
Like, so of course,
There's a time to pay
personal
your dues and
invest.
do
Yeah,
certain things and all
yeah,
that and
there's a
grow
lot of that.
yourself to
Definitely,
enjoy the money.
definitely, definitely. Like, for instance, as a stylist, I mean, I feel like for anything regarding the fashion industry or even business as it is, just
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have to give a lot of yourself, a lot of your time, a lot of your
Resources.
resources, a lot of yourself in the beginning, before you get to the point where, you know, you start reaping something. So there is money in it. There's money in anything, actually. But are you ready to invest what you have to do before you get what it is that you want to get from it?
Okay, so how affordable is it when it comes to Aniki and Cole now?
I
If I have
mean,
5K, can I buy anything?
I mean, so affordable is relative.
Relative,
You know,
very relative.
affordable is relative. So I can say, oh, it's the most affordable thing, and then you be like,
And you bought it for $1,000.
so
So it could be
affordable.
affordable to
So
somebody.
I think that I think it's pretty affordable looking at the inflation rate and everything that is going
And
on.
what goes into the
Yes,
production?
what goes into the production. I think Anike is actually very affordable. The luxury brand of it is not in the cost of the items. It's just in what it's supposed to make you feel
Feel
when you
okay.
wear it. That's why it's a luxury brand. I know a lot of people use luxury, you know.
Loosely.
Sorry. They use the word luxury
Luxury.
very loosely.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so something luxury brand. But for us it's more of a production of how you're supposed to feel when you wear
Put
this.
it on.
And that's honestly, I've gotten a lot of feedback in
The
sense of,
vibe.
oh yeah, like I felt really
Like a
classy. I
queen.
felt like a queen. That's that's honest. So, but I think that it's pretty affordable.
Okay, so is Aniki and Co a walk-in store or
Yeah,
strictly
we
online?
okay. So we're both online and working. We have a store at Ikeja. I didn't be here.
Okay, this is your opportunity to do your
Oh, okay.
advert.
So, all right. But honestly, though we have a walking store at Bayo Ajayi, Agizibe, Ikeja. We are also very active online. So leave a message, send us a DM at Anike and Co. Or you can just search at anike.co on Instagram,
Okay.
or just we're always available to reach in terms
To
WhatsApp,
take your others.
DMs, yes, and of course we get back to you in less than 2 to 5 business days because of course it's ready to wear, so we have all these things available at the store. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so this is your final message to anybody out there listening, whether in the trenches or
These
in
trenches
in
you
the
talk
luxury
about.
areas
So
that wants to come into the fashion industry. Give them advice.
okay, so I think I'll be very honest. So when people
Okay.
say trenches, right? What's
don't
trenches
don't
really?
mind them. It's just a trend.
Okay, but really, I feel like business is, I'm not going to lie to you, right?
Okay.
It's not, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and figure it out, right? And you're going to learn a lot. Like I said, I started since 2016
16.
and I only started getting my feet together last year, right?
Okay.
I won't lie to you, I left it at a point,
You're just like
because
a
it was
big.
frustrating, because business gets that way, right? So my advice to you is, if you have something that you want, you should keep at it. And then also, as a business owner, try as much as possible to collaborate with other people. You can't do everything by
By
yourself.
yourself.
That's what I
True.
believe. I believe that you can always find someone that is willing to do something for you in exchange of something. So for instance, you're a fashion designer, you should be ready to give people dresses for free to wear to
Hmm.
events and all of
Be
that.
ready to give people dresses for free.
Honestly,
Don't say from day one I want to start making money. It doesn't
no,
work that way.
no.
You
So
need to give people to help you influence too.
honestly, so they
Yeah.
can bring and come and give you to
Okay, she just you see what I'm saying?
you
As a
know
celebrity that I am, I
as
can
a
manage it now, I won't charge you. Bring
you
it now.
understand?
From now till Friday, that's the end.
So yes, you should be ready to do that, right? You should be
Okay.
ready to give, and you should also be ready to learn. You would make a lot of mistakes, and don't be mad at yourself.
It will
Learn
make
from
you
this
grow.
mistake. Yeah,
You learn in the
you learn.
business.
And then if you actually feel like you need to take some time off, it's okay,
It's fine.
because sometimes it gets really overwhelming. And yes, and then you need money. I won't lie to
Mm,
you, you need money. Though I also need to mention that as much as you need money, there's I mean you that everybody I mean something I realized is that you have everything that you need to start. And I mean start.
everyone.
Everyone has everything,
What it takes to
not
start.
even what it takes. So for instance, now you can be seated and you feel like, I want to start a fashion business. I can't sew, I can't do anything. Guess what? You probably live somewhere that there are affordable tailors or so around you, right? That's
Yes.
so really pretty, like, so pretty well. You have what it takes to start. You have an Instagram page, you have a couple of following. What you need to do is reach out to those guys, let them sew for you, wear it, snap it,
Do your
tag,
video.
start a business page. You actually have what it is to start, and it's very time consuming also. So it's not something you start today, you give 100%, tomorrow you give 20. No, you have to constantly
100, 100,
bring
100.
100%. So yeah, and I honestly wish that anyone that is starting something, I honestly wish that you get to the point where you actually enjoy what you do, because yeah, it's very gratifying. Yeah, so that's it.
Oh, thank you, Moyo. I've had an amazing time talking to you today.
Thank
You've heard her
you.
tell you how many opportunities are in the